please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Diane did it.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Here. Councilmember Page, Councilmember Wassinger? Here. Councilmember O'Meara?
Here.
Councilmember Dolan?
Here.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Here.
Councilmember Harder?
Here.
Mr. Chair, we have a quorum.
Thank you.
Move for approval of journal meeting July 28, 2015.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The journal is approved. We have no bid openings this evening, so we will move to communication.
Mr. Chair, there are no tax compromises or zoning matters this evening, so I'll move to road and bridge matters. Under road and bridge matters, item number 1, 2nd, 3rd, and 6th districts.
Receive, file, plan, specifications, and detailed estimate of costs be approved, and the Director of Procurement be authorized to re-advertise for bids as requested.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Moving on to other communications, Mr. Chair, item number 1.
Receive and file, and that will be the order.
Item number 2.
Receive, file, and the county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation, and that will be the order.
Item number 3, 6th district.
Receive, file, and the change of managing officer be approved as requested.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 4.
Receive, file, and the county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation, same motion through item number 7, and that will be the order.
Item number 8, 1st district.
Receive, file, and the county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation. Same motion for item number 9.
So ordered. Please read the add-on.
Item number 1, 6th district.
Receive, file, and change the owner be approved as requested.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Report of the county executive.
No report this evening.
There are no reports for special committees this evening, so we will move to public forum, and we have
11 speakers this
11
evening.
speakers this evening. If, when your name is called, you would please come forward and state your name and address, please, and if you would please keep your comments to 3 minutes, please. Thank you.
First speaker this evening is Cassandra Butler.
Good evening, council. My name is Cassandra Butler. I wanted to speak on the Department of Justice report that just came out about the family court system. Obviously, that was very disappointing to see our family courts were failing the citizens so much. I was glad to see your statement, County Executive Stinger, about, I think you said that the county will be working to resolve that issue or be part of the solution along with the state. I'm very glad to hear that. I'm unfortunately also am reminded that in the 2014 budget, former County Executive Dooley made an attempt to increase the public defense spending by $300,000 because he recognized that the spending for public defense was too low, and he recognized that if he cut or added some public defense money so people who got caught up in the system but did not need to be there would have proper defense and could get out. Unfortunately, and I'm not quite clear about the thinking on this, I saw that Prosecuting Attorney Bob McCullough said if you have told the council and it's former county executive Charlie Dooley that if he had $300,000, then he needed that money. And that money should go to him so he could have some more prosecutors, and that he would start a program called a deferral program, where it would be for first time, he calls them first time offenders, to keep them out of jail, and he would lower jail expense that way. So, in fact, first he asked for $550,000 to counter the $300,000 in the public defense. Of course, I don't know to you, but of course that doesn't make any sense to spend $500,000 or allocate $500,000 more to counter $300,000 on the other part. So anyway, I saw that the December 2013 decision was for the $300,000 to go to the prosecuting attorney's office. So my first question on that is, I would like to know how that program is going. So I would like for you to check with the prosecuting attorney office and see if that deferral program is doing what you thought it would do. And then secondly, I'd like you to reconsider, because I think that that money, even whatever he intended it to do, that money would be better redirected for public defense, because public defense and a deferral program are not equal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Butler, can I have a question?
Sure.
Did you state your name and your address so that somebody could follow up with you?
Cassandra
Answer.
Butler, 12 Caldwell Court, Ferguson, 63135. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next speaker is Abir Moten.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abir Motan, and I am homeless and representing all the homeless in St. Louis. The other day, I went to the St. Patrick Center. I have read that the VI Spadat is for everybody. It's paid by the people, by the community, for all the people, free. I was discriminated. I was not allowed to go in there. And so people have been discriminating against me, doing things so that we, the homeless, don't know what's going on. We know what's going on. What's going on is corruption. Now, when John and I went there, nobody attended. They get the money. They pretend that they attended, and nobody attends the program. And there goes the tax money. Nobody knows how the tax money is spent. Nobody attended that meeting because me and John stayed there, and we waited to look around, see if someone showed up. We're the only ones who showed up for the VI Spadat. So I just want to let you know that I have nearly 1,000 signatures for the petition. I'm going to keep on going for the petition. A lot of people want to start donating for the homeless shelters. I found a good spot in Clayton. We, the homeless, do not want the homeless shelter over in Ferguson. We want it in Clayton or near Clayton area, in the mid area, so that the homeless can be, if they find jobs, they can go to North County, South County, to the city, or even Illinois if they have to, and it'll be convenient. We need a homeless shelter here in St. Louis County like now. We are sick and tired of being homeless, sleeping in cars on the streets and everywhere. I have a building that I found next to the Metrolink. It's on Eager Road, right across Deerbergs, where I think it used to be Office Depot. We, the people, are asking you to open that up for the homeless so that we can get off the streets and live in that building temporarily. I can help you with that. We're not bad people, the homeless. We don't drink. A lot of us don't do drugs. We don't drink. We don't do alcohol. We don't do nothing. And so we are asking you to feel with us and give us, humanity, our rights. And, people pay tax, and there's money for the homeless, and we're asking you to place us in a good, clean place, even if it's temporary up until we open the good shelter. A lot of people want me to start the fundraiser right now, and I'm working on that in the future once I finish the petition. So I will send that by scan or by email to you, or make copies and drop it off to you if you'd like. But we want people to feel with us and treat us like human beings with respect and dignity, and not forget about us or neglect us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next speaker is Mary Houghton.
Hi, my name's Mary Houghton, and my address is 104 Merrimack Ridge Drive, Fenton, Missouri, 63026. I've worked for St. Louis County for 14 years. I am part of the team that provides mental health services to the inmates. I want to relay my concerns about your decision to explore privatizing health services in the Justice Center. Most of the patients we care for have no other access to health care. When they come in, many discover for the first time they have chronic health conditions such as high blood pressure, HIV, or diabetes. In our custody, they have the opportunity to get updated on vaccinations and treatment for STDs. The stabilization and care we provide also reduces cost to local emergency facilities because they leave healthier than they came in. There seems to be a perception that our patients aren't deserving of quality care because only the most heinous offenders are mentioned on the news. This is not an accurate picture of who's in the jail. The majority of the people we see are in custody related to nonviolent crimes such as traffic violations, child support, or issues related to chronic mental illness and drug addiction. It is our moral obligation to advocate and care for them in a society where all services are shrinking. The problem isn't going to go away if we choose to ignore it. Financially speaking, a for-profit agency is going to want an awful lot of money to manage us. If you use a private company, you'll be funneling the dollars of taxpayers to a company outside of this county instead of investing it back into us. Why would we want to give several $100,000s a year to residents of another city who will benefit from that revenue and the upper-level jobs a private company will bill you for while eliminating local government jobs? Corrections medicine is one of the most difficult jobs in our system, and we sadly get very little support. We've worked for years with limited staff and pay that is not comparable to our professional peers. Our work is undervalued because of the patients we serve. When you decided to run for county executive, Mr. Stenger, my coworkers and I were so excited because we believed you were the perfect person to balance our budget and reflect our democratic values. Sadly, just months into your term, our jobs feel threatened while we watch DOH and county continue to hire new staff and create new positions. The staff we have in place now is the best I've personally seen in the years I've worked here, but our morale is so low. 5 people have resigned since we were told this was going to happen. People feel they are paying the price for financial decisions made by staff so far over our level. Meanwhile, our suggestions to cut costs have gone ignored. On behalf of Corrections Medicine, I'd like to invite you to come talk with us and see the work that we do. And by us, I mean the nurses, the mental health providers, and the support staff, not administration. We have good ideas that no one seems to want to hear. I think you would find a bright, creative group of people who will help you cut costs without compromising our care. In closing, we're not just medical providers. Many of us are county residents, taxpayers, and voters. We gave you a chance when we voted you into office. Would you please give us one too? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My name is Lisa Maxwell, and I live at 1434 Willowbrook Cove, Unit 1, St. Louis, Missouri, 63146. I would like to also address the issue of privatizing medical care in St. Louis County Jail. Never in a million years did I picture myself working at a jail when I became a nurse, but I came across it, and my passion is for helping and educating my patients, no matter who they are. The inmates trust and respect us because they know we are there to help. We not only treat them while they are in custody, we educate them on the disease process and where they can follow up upon release. Many have no idea these resources are available to them. Several we advise to follow up in the county clinics for continuity of care. Numerous people come in with uncontrolled conditions, and we get them started on the path to rehabilitation. We have some come in with incredibly high blood pressure, like 240 over 160, if that means anything. And we can manage their care within our facility without the need of an emergency room visit or a hospitalization. We take this opportunity to educate and inform them of all aspects of disease and treatment. This is not always the easiest job, but why do we, as medical, keep coming back? Because we care, and we want to help them. It is our passion. People in the Justice Center are innocent until proven guilty. A common misconception is that they are all murderers or criminals. Some have fallen bad on their luck and cannot afford their tickets, child support, etc. But they all deserve to get the great medical care that we give. If administration wanted more cost-effective medical care, why were our suggestions not tried? Why were we not consulted? I know emails of suggestions have been sent, and it feels like they have fallen on deaf ears. Not one person from Corrections Medicine is on the selection committee for selecting the privatized for-profit company to take over corrections medicine. St. Louis City's RFP was over 100 pages. Ours was only 4. It doesn't seem like we have too high of standards. It feels as though we are being eliminated due to us being a problem department. Several of us filed grievances in December and January due to not getting paid for our shift differential and with the embezzlement in the health department. And we are getting cut and the inmates are going to suffer. I have seen many inmates come from other facilities that are privatized and have received no medical care at all. And they get it with us. Privatization of corrections medicine is taking public health in the wrong direction. Just remember, those inmates are somebody's mother, father, brother, sister, and they deserve great medical care.
Thank you.
Next speaker is Ann Kearney. Ann Kearney? Ann Kearney?
Hi, my name is Ann Kearney. My address is 4022 Summerfield Parkway, St. Charles, Missouri 63304. I am a 17-year employee of the Department of Corrections Medicine under the St. Louis County Department of Public Health. I've been a registered nurse since 1996 and began working for corrections medicine in 1998. I want to thank the County Council for the opportunity to make some brief remarks about the possibility of privatizing corrections medicine. Whether an outsourced for-profit contract is in the best interest and well-being of the 1,200-plus inmates at the jail, and to ask if there isn't a better way to streamline cost and efficiencies with the current high-quality, dedicated team of 60-plus staff. On behalf of my coworkers and friends, I want to state how much we love the work we do.
I'm her husband, Gerard.
He's worked at the county for 17 years, too.
Okay.
Right here. Just read that for me.
How much we love the work we do, how proud we are of our facility accreditation, our safety record, and the excellent medical care we give our inmates 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. We, along with most all our coworkers, chose to work at the jail. We have devoted our careers to protecting and promoting and improving the health and quality of life in St. Louis County, especially at the jail. And as part of our mission statement.
Part of our mission statement, we want to help assure the availability of high-quality public health services for everyone. Respectfully, these are my questions and comments. Why is the county extending an RFP to a for-profit company who will replace staff with lesser qualified medical personnel and potentially jeopardize inmate safety? What does one wrongful death lawsuit cost for a medical error? It was reported that there will be no layoffs no matter what decision is made, and that employees would be reassigned to another health department division should an agreement with a private vendor result in reduction in medical unit positions. Will you keep that promise? And will those that are very near retirement, my husband and myself, receive our full benefits? This seems totally inconsistent. In my 17 years, I do not recall having corrections medicine meeting once with anyone from DOH asking us how to cut costs. Yet it was reported that the objective of requesting the proposal was to identify ways to cut the cost.
Okay.
What?
Finish up, please.
Okay. We have recommended many ideas to save money without any action taken. We would welcome the opportunity to present our cost-saving ideas. Finally, please do not turn over the corrections medicine services to a for-profit company. By its very nature, they will put profit before patients. With all that has gone on in our city and county, we don't need one more unnecessary death. And certainly not one as a result of low-quality health care. Please don't do this to our inmates and our patients. Thank you.
Thank you.
Diane Ridgway.
It's exploring options, including what they're talking about. Yeah, absolutely.
I thought it was a joke when they asked her if she wanted a tissue. My name's Diane Ridgway. My address is 4 Lake Pembroke, Ferguson, Missouri, 63135. This is a special chance to prove St. Louis County is able to realize progress. Pressing for efficiency in this operation regarding the privatization of the healthcare, for growth, and growing the county's way and ability of proving and enacting change. There's a long list from Alabama, where one county is facing 3 lawsuits, including a 19-year-old man dying from a blood clot. Where guards only dragged him in the shower to get rid of the stench, but no medical attention was delivered to save his life. To Washington, where a young man whose severe dairy allergy cost him his life, and the county's new measure includes a screening of all inmates at booking by a healthcare professional, as well as the family of Ben Phillips, whose family is suing Hinds County Detention Center for the wrongful death of their 36-year-old diabetic son who didn't receive his insulin. These deaths were all in facilities run by private medical companies. Quality Choice Correctional Healthcare, Inc., Advanced Correctional Healthcare, Inc., and St. Louis City's own Corazon, however that's pronounced. And suits are alleging the county and companies reached a deliberately indifferent argument to delay or deny care as a cost-saving measure. This may sound fear-mongering. The point I'd like to communicate is the team we, the county, has is the first resource for simple ways to provide more efficient services to the jail. The staff, who is experienced and dedicated, is very significant and is dedicated, with very significant complications found in working in a correctional facility. The St. Louis County staff is our source for change. They possess the answers. They are the answers. And it is our job, your job, to ask them the questions. So let's be resourceful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sullivan.
Mr. Chairman, I have a few things to mention. First, on Bill number 169, an appropriation of up to nearly $55 million for the Metro Transit Agency, one of the worst managed transit agencies in the country. The council has done a terrible job of oversight when it comes to Metro, and with these huge appropriations, it's doubtful the money will be well spent. I have said for years the council needs to hire someone competent to audit and review Metro finances and operations. If the county can create an unneeded $65,000 job for Barbara Fraser, it should be able to hire someone to keep an eye on Metro, especially when someone like John Nations is running the transit agency. He is as dishonest as he is incompetent. I have urged the county executive to appoint a new board member at MSD given his campaign promise of change, but he seems content with a board member whose term has expired months ago. The MSD board had a special 5-minute meeting this morning to give final approval to $14.5 million of no-bid consulting contracts for Burns & McDonnell, a huge engineering firm that is politically connected. This takes the total of no-bid consulting contracts for Burns to nearly $50 million in recent years. These contracts are all rubber stamped by a board that has no idea what they are voting on. MSD board member Robert Berry, a Charlie Dooley appointee who served 2 terms as board chair, once headed the St. Louis office of Burns & McDonnell. Also, a former MSD executive director went to work at Burns. Big changes are needed at MSD. Also, Mr. Stinger's campaign committee received a $25,000 contribution last week that raises questions. The Contribution was received on July 31st from GiveCo LLC, a firm that just filed organization papers with the state on July 13th. Attorney David Richardson of Hush Blackwell is listed as the organizer, and CT Corporation System is listed as a registered agent. CT Corporation is a registered agent for many companies. Since GiveCo is an LLC, no officers have to be listed. So a company that did not even exist until last month has a post office box for an address and has taken efforts to cover up who is behind it, has given $25,000 to Mr. Stinger's campaign committee. Yet Mr. Stinger isn't running for office and won't be for years, if then. It's interesting that the post office box for GiveCo is at the Richmond Heights Post Office, just down the street from the Stinger Law Firm, which is also the address for Citizens for Steve Stinger. I think the county executive needs to explain what this is all about. It should be remembered that Mr. Stinger's campaign committee is $405,000 in debt and is almost all owed to Mr. Stinger. So many campaign contributions to Citizens for Steve Stinger could very well end up going to Mr. Stinger's pocket. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Next speaker is Dan Hyatt.
Hello, my name is Dan Hyatt. I live at 2817 Fifi Road in Maryland Heights. I have to say that testimony about the jail medical care was I hope it touched you as much as it touched me. I am here today about the Juvenile Justice System report from the Justice Department, asking you to do a resolution to the state asking for a special session to do something about the courts. In June of last year, I met with May Quinn, a law professor over at Washington University, and I told her about my desire to reform the municipal courts of St. Louis. And her main drive was to reform the juvenile justice system in St. Louis, where there was wholesale and complete violations of rights of juveniles, the very children, police releasing children from jail at 1 o'clock in the morning without a phone call for somebody to pick them up. Nobody knew which jail they were in because the police wouldn't tell them. And all these other violations of basic rights that they were doing. And so she contacted the Justice Department, filed the complaint that generated this report. She worked tirelessly to force the courts to stop violating the constitutional rights and Missouri constitutional rights of these children. But we have a problem here in St. Louis. The courts are corrupt. They refuse to follow the law. And they refuse to follow the Constitution, as we saw in both Justice Department reports. The family court is a juvenile justice system that just cannot try harder to violate the basic rights of defendants. One of the things she told me was, the person filing charges against the child is the only person who's allowed to defend him, the parole officer or the caseworker. How can that be justice? And so, again, I'm going to ask you to do a resolution to ask Governor Nixon to call a special session to do something about it. St. Louis is a great place to live. We have some serious problems that are in the forefront of the world, that if we solve those problems, and they're not that hard to solve, it will make St. Louis such a better place to live. And I want to thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Jennifer Byrd.
My name is Jennifer Byrd. I live at 9244 Laurel Hill Drive, Crestwood, Missouri 63126. I appreciate the opportunity to address this council. As I said, my name is Jennifer Byrd, and I'm an assistant political director for the Paul Berry III Congressional Exploratory Committee. Paul was unable to attend tonight's county council meeting due to a last-minute fundraising commitment and has requested me to appear on his behalf before this honorable county council. This is to read his statement on his behalf regarding the constitutional violations alleged by the United States Department of Justice against the 21st Circuit Court family court system. Further, Mr. Berry has grave concerns regarding the potential constitutional violations currently committed by municipal courts under the direction of the 21st Circuit Court and operating at the pleasure of some St. Louis County municipalities against the citizens of St. Louis County. To the Honorable St. Louis County Council, I ask this Honorable County Council of St. Louis County to take immediate and swift action to resolve the issues that have been exposed by the United States Department of Justice reports regarding the operations of the 21st Circuit Court. The time allotted to public comment does not permit me the opportunity to recite all the issues alleged by the U.S. Department of Justice in any detail. I must trust that this Honorable County Council and that the County Executive understands the significance of the U.S. Department of Justice allegations regarding the constitutional violations of St. Louis County citizens. To my County Executive, I ask on behalf of the 1 million men, women, and children of the St. Louis County that you yourself walk point on the issues of constitutional violations committed against St. Louis citizens by the hands of local government. As a skilled attorney, I firmly believe you are capable of protecting the citizens of St. Louis County from constitutional violations at the hands of local government and our court system if you chose to do so on behalf of our community. I pray my trust in your administration that is demanded by your title as St. Louis County Executive is not misplaced. It should be mentioned that neither our county council nor the executive has any executive or legislative authority over either the Missouri court system or the Missouri public defender system. Councilwoman Irby and I have supported the efforts of St. Louis County Family Courts and are appalled at the allegations made by the United States Department of Justice against the St. Louis County court system. As such, my recommendation to this Honorable County Council is your consideration to pass a resolution within 7 days requesting Governor Jay Nixon to order a special session of the General Session to address any constitutional issues associated with the administration of the 21st Circuit Court. The residents of St. Louis County will not stand by while the power of this state is being utilized to violate the constitutional rights of American citizens. I will be in touch with each of your executive and council offices to provide proposed language and legislative objects of the proposed legislative session. I thank you. God bless St. Louis County Council over the next 7 days while this honorable council stands adjourned. Respectfully, Paul Berry III, citizens of St. Louis County. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Karen Mitchell.
Good evening. My name is Aaron Mitchell. I reside at 8723 Delmar, Olivet, Missouri, 63132. For the last 15 years, I worked as a correction officer across the street at the Department of Justice Services. And I will say that on the correction side, the custody side, we have an issue with the possible disbanding of the medical staff. It's much easier for us to deal with nurses that we know, that we're familiar with, that we're used to dealing with. And when you go into dealing with agency nurses and agencies, period, you know, we're not going to get the same care. That's a big issue for us. It's been talked about from floor to floor, from unit to unit in the jail over the past couple months, and we have a grave concern about it. We have the confidence in the medical staff that we have that if we need care for the inmates that we're entrusted to, that we can pick up a phone and call and get some type of answer, get some type of feedback, get something done for the inmate, not later, but now. Please reconsider your decisions. Please look into it. Do what you can. The nurses we work with are fine individuals, men and women. We respect them. We have a good working relationship. We enjoy working with them, and they enjoy working with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This evening is David Dooley. David Dooley.
Hello, my name is David Dooley. I live at 8415 Matilda Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63123. I didn't actually know that I checked the box to speak, but I'll take the opportunity to do so. I am one of the Department of Health Corrections nurses that you've heard from several of us. I would like to say that I do appreciate this forum to speak to you all. I am concerned about the possible privatization of medical care for the inmates. As has been mentioned several times in various states, and you can look all of this up, whenever corrections medicine is switched from a public provider to a private provider that values profit a lot of times the level of care that is given is not necessarily the same. This does result in a lot of wrongful death lawsuits. One of the states that primarily stood out to me was the state of Arizona. I believe it was in 2012 they turned over their entire state's correctional medical facility care to Corizon, who also runs our St. Louis County Jail. I believe the 2 years previous, oh, I'm sorry, St. Louis City. I believe in the 2 years previous to that, inmate deaths had been 13 one year and 16 the next year. In the first 8 months that Corizon took over in Arizona, inmate deaths jumped to 50. And the lawsuits that are currently being filed in Arizona are going to cost that state multiple millions of dollars to defend. And I am concerned, as a St. Louis County taxpayer, that while there might be a short-term savings in switching to a private medical company, that overall the cost will be much greater than what we are currently spending to provide quality medical care to these inmates. Thank you very much for your time and for your consideration.
Sure. All right, County Executive.
I just wanted to make a few comments. First of all, thank you very much for coming out tonight and voicing your opinions and your thoughts. And I greatly appreciate them, and I take them, I give them great weight as we consider all the issues that we need to consider around our correctional medicine. First, I want to say that you have my word that there will be no staff layoffs regardless of what happens, okay? They will not be laid off from the health department. The RFP is part of a process that we are utilizing to examine the best way to move forward with correctional medicine. No decision has been made. We haven't even received, I don't think we've received a single response yet. And that response process is, that's several months that will go by before that process is actually complete. And if it hasn't been done already, I'm going to direct Dr. Khan this evening to create the very best process that he can to gather all of your input and your entire area's input with respect to correctional medicine. Okay, Dr. Khan, did you hear me with respect to that? I would like to hear all of their opinions and suggestions that they may have, because once again, this is part of a process and no decision has been made. And the RFP process is not the only part of that process, and it's not certainly going to generate the only answer and the best way to move forward. So, Dr. Khan, I direct you this evening to make sure that you develop a process that will gather all of the input and suggestions that all of our employees have and all of our staff has, and direct that to you, and I'd like you to report directly to me with respect to that, okay? So, with that said, we do value your opinions, we do value your suggestions, and we are in the middle of a process. And once again, no decision has been made in regard to this, but I will give very heavy weight to what I've heard this evening and what I'm sure I'll hear in the future. With respect to one of the health employees that came over and talked about layoffs and said that there were going to be layoffs, I will tell you as I sit here, there could be nothing further from the truth. That was never an intention by me nor anyone in my administration that there were going to be these massive layoffs that were talked about. And I referred to that as fear-mongering in the Post-Dispatch for a reason, because there could be nothing that's more contrary to what we would want. And that's just simply not going to happen. We're just looking for the very best way that we can provide the very best treatment in the most efficient manner and at the lowest cost to county taxpayers. That's what we're trying to do. And if you can be part of that process and you're willing to give your input and suggestions, it would be very helpful. And Dr. Khan will do so, I'm sure. And if he doesn't, which I'm sure he will, please come back to the council again and voice your opinions, and you're free to come here anytime you like. I value your opinions. Thank you.
Introduction of bills.
Bill number 187, introduced by Councilmember Dolan, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to accept a grant of up to $25,069 from the Office of State Courts Administrator, appropriating the same for support of the Family Courts Juvenile Alternatives to Detention Program, and authorizing the county executive to execute necessary documents. Bill number 188, introduced by Councilmember Dolan for Councilmember Page, An ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute a contract with Central Midland Railway Company and the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission for improvements to the Dealman Road Railway crossing in Olivet. Bill number 189, introduced by Councilmember Dolan, an ordinance amending Title 12 St. Louis County Revised Ordinances 1974 as amended traffic code by enacting and adding one new provision to Schedule 6. Bill number 190, introduced by Councilmember O'Meara, an ordinance amending ordinance number 11,635 as amended by repealing and reenacting Section 2 pertaining to PC 59-84, Carla and Elvira Woolgast. Bill number 191, introduced by Councilmember O'Leary, an ordinance amending ordinance number 22,492 by repealing and reenacting Section 3 pertaining to PC 61-05, Mark B. Ratterman. Mr. Chair, that is all the bills.
Thank you. Perfection, please.
Bill number 8, introduced by Councilmember O'Meara.
Hold, please. So ordered.
Bill number 134, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Hold, please.
134 is held.
Bill number 159, introduced by Councilmember Harder.
I would like to hold this bill, number 159.
Bill number 159 is held.
Bill number 174, introduced by Councilmember O'Leary.
I move to perfect Bill number 174.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Bill number 174 is perfected.
Bill number 178, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
178. I move to perfect Bill number 178.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Bill number 178 is perfected.
Bill number 179, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
I move to perfect Bill number 179.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Bill number 179 is perfected.
Bill number 180, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
I move to perfect Bill number 180.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Bill number 180 is perfected.
Bill number 181, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
I move to perfect Bill number 181.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Bill number 181 is perfected.
Bill number 182, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
I move to perfect Bill number 182.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Bill number 182 is perfected.
Bill number 183, introduced by Councilmember Dolan for Councilmember Page.
I move to perfect Bill number 183.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Bill number 183 is perfected.
Bill number 184, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
I move to perfect Bill number 184.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Bill number 184 is perfected.
Bill number 185, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
I move to perfect Bill number 185.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Bill number 185 is perfected.
Bill number 186, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
I move to perfect Bill number 186.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Bill number 186 is perfected. Final passage, please.
Bill number 52, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
Please hold.
Bill number 116, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
Please hold.
Bill number 162, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
I move for final passage of Bill 162.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Aye. Councilmember Page? Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 162, there are 6 ayes and 1 absent.
Bill number 162 is finally passed.
Bill number 163, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
Move for final passage of Bill number 163.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Aye. Councilmember Page? Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 163, there are 6 ayes and 1 absent.
Bill number 163 is finally passed.
Bill number 164, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
Move for final passage of Bill number 164.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Aye. Councilmember Page? Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 164, there are 6 ayes and 1 absent.
Bill number 164 is finally passed.
Bill number 165, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
Move for final passage of Bill 165.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Aye. Councilmember Page? Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 165, there are 6 ayes and 1 absent.
Bill number 165 is finally passed.
Bill number 166, introduced by Councilmembers Wassinger and Harder.
I move for final passage, Bill number 166.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Aye. Councilmember Page? Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 166, there are 6 ayes and 1 absent.
Bill number 166 is finally passed.
Bill number 167, introduced by Councilmembers O'Meara and O'Leary.
I'd like to take it up and move for final passage of Bill number 167.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Aye. Councilmember Page? Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 167, there are 6 ayes and 1 absent.
Bill number 167 is finally passed.
Bill number 168, introduced by Councilmember O'Leary.
I move for final passage of Bill number 168.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Aye. Councilmember Page? Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 168, there are 6 ayes and 1 absent.
Bill number 168 is finally passed.
Bill number 169, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
Please hold.
Bill number 170, introduced by Councilmembers Page and O'Leary.
I'm sorry. The reason I held that, we're having a committee meeting, committee of the whole meeting to explain the budget for the council, so that'll be on the 18th, I believe, so that's the reason that was held. Thank you.
Bill number 170, introduced by Councilmembers Page and O'Leary.
I move for final passage of Bill number 170.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Aye. Councilmember Page? Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 170, there are 6 ayes and 1 absent.
Bill number 170 is finally passed.
Bill number 171, introduced by Councilmember Harder.
I move for final passage of Bill 171.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Aye. Councilmember Page? Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 171, there are 6 ayes and 1 absent.
Bill number 171 is finally passed.
Bill number 172, introduced by Councilmember Erby.
I move for final passage of Bill number 172.
Second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Aye. Councilmember Page? Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 172, there are 6 ayes and 1 absent.
Bill number 172 is finally passed.
Bill number 175, introduced by Councilmember Page.
I'd like to take it up and move for final passage Bill number 175.
Second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Aye. Councilmember Page? Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 175, there are 6 ayes and 1 absent.
Bill number 175 is finally passed.
Bill number 176, introduced by Councilmember O'Meara.
I'd like to take it up and move for final passage Bill number 176.
Second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Erby? Aye. Councilmember Page? Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 176, there are 6 ayes and 1 absent.
Bill number 176 is finally passed.
Bill number 177, introduced by Councilmember Page.
I'd like to take it up and move for final passage Bill number 177.
Second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Councilmember Erby? Aye. Councilmember Page? Councilmember Wassinger?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Meara?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember O'Leary?
Aye.
Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 177, there are 6 ayes and 1 absent.
Bill number 177 is finally passed.
Moving on to resolutions, Mr. Chair, we have none, so we'll go to unfinished business. Under unfinished business, item number 1, 4th District.
Hold on the order of business.
So ordered.
Item number 2, 3rd District.
Receive, file, and the county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation.
So ordered.
Item number 3, 6th District.
I think it was a hold.
Hold.
I think that was the one you were gonna hold.
I'd like to hold on that one.
So ordered.
And moving on to new business, Mr. Chair, we have 3 prepared orders this evening.
Move for adoption of order number 1.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Order number 1 is adopted.
Move for adoption order number 2.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Order number 2 is adopted.
And move for adoption order number 3.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Order number 3 is adopted.
Motion to adjourn, sir.
Second.
Motion's, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned.
Thank you.